It's going in. She's getting set up. There she goes. I just told her to close her eyes.
Oh, Dad!
What's up, guys? Good morning. Hope you all are doing great. Thanks for joining us and being here. I got Brin. We are heading out for her MRI. If you remember, we had that scheduled for today. We scheduled that last week after she saw the orthopedic doc. So we are going to be finding out if she in fact does have the break, the fracture in her back. So little half cat here. The cats were in the car yesterday. So anyways, I am all jumbled in my mind. It has been kind of a rough couple nights. You probably already saw the vlog on what happened with Kapri. So I think I'm just emotionally tired. It's 10:30 and she's still asleep. The past 2 nights have not been easy for her. So we're hoping for a better day. I'll talk a little bit more. We have to do some things for her wound today. And I have to go and get a few supplies too for that. So anyways, let's go get your MRI. This is Brinley's first MRI. She's nervous, all the things. Yes, you're gonna do great. Are you nervous?
A little bit, yeah. Just cause like I don't really
you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Okay. But well, let's just get it over with, shall we? Nervous, Brin?
A little bit.
You're gonna be fine. You got this. You'll be brave. We just saw a stray kitty outside. Oh, so cute. It's going in. Getting set up. There she goes. I just told her to close her eyes. All right, guys, we are done. So, how was your first MRI experience, Brin?
It was a very long 25 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
It was not fun, but it wasn't really as scary as I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
The noises scared me at first because like it sounded like something was going wrong.
Yeah.
And like I didn't like there were
really
so many different types of noises.
Yes.
It was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
And also the music, you couldn't even hear the music. So like I just heard, yeah, it was like nothing. I couldn't hear them. Like the whole time it was pointless to have music because I couldn't even hear it because all the loud noises I could just hear over it. Yeah.
Darn.
And the music was really bad.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
I thought it was like top 40.
No.
I think Evie said the same thing. It wasn't for her either.
It was like really old music.
Yeah, that's what Evie said too. Oh well. But it's over and they are sending the results to her doctor like today. So I don't know when we'll get those results. So that's the one step closer. We're gonna go run to the grocery store and then I want to check on Cap and see how to see how she is doing. I think, like I said, she was asleep.
She's awake now.
She's awake now.
Because she sent me a TikTok.
Oh, did she? Yeah, she's awake because I had texted Daddy. And she needs to get her hair washed, which means we also need to kind of wet this. We're not gonna like put shampoo here, but we are gonna rinse it really good because there's just a lot of still like some dried blood in this area.
Plus we have cheer tonight.
You do have cheer. We're gonna talk about what we're gonna do with Cap in regards to that. But yeah, so I think she's maybe right now getting her hair rinsed out and Dana's helping her. Yeah,
I'm just gonna give you an update on Kapri now. She's last night was the first time we took her bandage off. All the blood is still there, so we're gonna wash that off right now. Evie's gonna help out with that. All they said to do is just let the water run over it and kind of rinse it off. But when we took the bandage off, it really scared us last night because I'm not used to big, deep wounds. So I wasn't sure, we weren't sure at all if it was a problem that there was blood coming through the gauze. So there was old blood and there was new blood and we were like, oh my gosh, it's still bleeding. We were so nervous.
If bleeding is a good thing, unless it
is it trickling. Yeah. So like a little bit of oozing blood is a good thing because it's continuing to not get bacteria in it and all that stuff. So it's just kind of oozing out and it's okay. I called, so what we did was we were like, oh my gosh, we gotta take her into the emergency room again. She's still bleeding. They gotta do something to stop the bleeding. Because we couldn't get the gauze off to see if it was bad or not. But anyway, I called, they said, no, don't worry, that's normal. It's just gonna ooze out a little bit over time. It'll eventually stop, of course. But it was also really hard to get the gauze off because it was kind of stuck around her hair and around the outside.
I don't do good with like taking off band-aids with cuts because I have this weird thing where like when I take it off, it feels like I'm like ripping my skin up. Yeah. And it's like, it
really scared her to take it off. She hates it. She hates taking band-aids off. She hated taking a gauze off of a really big laceration.
So I thought it was gonna like pull the stitches
Yeah. So when I called them, I was like, how do we get this thing off? And brilliantly, and as they know, they said to wet it. So we wet it and wet it and wet it, and finally it just was able to come off. She finally just, she worked on it, and then what'd you do? You just finally pulled it off hard? Not hard, but like.
I just kind of like went like this. And then it was like, and then I held right here.
Okay, okay. And Brinley helped you?
A little bit more.
Okay.
And then I kind of just
okay. And you got worried that it was gonna start bleeding, right? When you pulled it off, because she thought it hurt and that it was gonna cause it to open and start bleeding again, but it didn't.
It felt really good to take off the bandage off. Bandage off.
Yeah. So. It did, because that thing, the bandage was on there like super tight to kind of compress it. So it was good to get that off, and it felt good to her. The first thing she said as soon as we thought we were going to the emergency room, she was really nervous because we were all nervous. We didn't know if we were gonna have to like open it up again and then try to stop the bleeding and then close it back up. That's why we were all nervous. And she started to get very, very worried and panicky, and then she said, I need Evie. Get Evie, call Evie. Tell her to come lay with me. Tell her she has to come with me. It was so cute. Evie's her little buddy now that she's like comforts her. It's so cute.
Rather be with you than someone I don't know. Now it's like we're living in two separate worlds. Come on back to me. Say that you won't go. I can't cope without you, and I wanna hold you close. Say that you won't go. Say that you won't go.
Let's get it cleaned up, and yeah, we're just gonna take it day by day as she heals. Okay, so how did it go?
Good.
Yeah?
Good.
You feel clean? Oh my
gosh,
I bet.
But the water kind of makes it hurt a little, but it wasn't bad, but it felt really good because my head was itchy, so when we put the water on, it felt like somebody was just cleaning it and itching it, and it felt really good.
Yeah. Thanks, Evie, for
You're welcome.
washing her and everything. So you were able to get a lot off, but there's still stuff you can't get yet.
I was able to get all the drips that were like right here and all in her hair, and her like braid was all like crunchy from pool water and dried blood in it.
Yeah,
Because like the stitches are here, and the blood's like right on it, so there's no possible way to just like wipe it off. Right. If we were to wipe it off, it would hurt really bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it hurts even just to go like that. Like that hurts.
I know. So she washed it pretty good, and then she's gonna leave it. There's a spot that there's blood there. You can't get up yet. It's over time, we'll slowly wash it out. Just so you know too, we're gonna cover it when she goes and does like cheer and does things. She's gonna take it easy tonight. We'll show you what she does tonight and how much she does and how much she doesn't do.
No cartwheels, no anything.
Right.
I honestly probably best if you just sit out this one and
I will.
Yeah. Maybe do a little stretching, kind of hang out with the team, stuff like that.
I can't look down because it hurts.
Oh my gosh. And I'm not getting any closer because I cannot show you it yet. It is just too, it's too bad right now. Once it's healed up and this, it's starting to scar better or whatever, then we'll show up close more.
When I was brushing her hair, I brushed out the pieces that they cut. So like I brushed out like a chunk of her hair.
That's the other thing. When they were doing this, they had to cut a lot of her hair right here. So now she's got this little bald spot right here.
But thankfully the hair will grow back.
Get some bangs.
Yeah, time to do bangs.
Well, no, Kat has a lot of just anxiety, with this, and I don't blame her at all.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just gotta work through a lot of anxiety and fear and things. This was very traumatic for her. Like, I don't even it was very traumatic for all of us, really. And she's gonna be great. She's gonna do fine. So anyways, let's go and check on Miss Kapri Paige and make sure she's doing good, and check on everybody else too. See what they're doing.
All right, so Kapri and Brin, Kendal and Sebi are all looking at her first time seeing the wound. I know, right? I know. I'm sorry. Now you see why I was crying the other day. Because
so terrified.
like when you look at it, it's like you just feel for her, like
I didn't see it.
like I don't know how to express it. It's like her pain, her whatever.
I mean, that's like something you see
her trauma,
on,
her
movies.
I know.
Like on a surgery. I honestly don't think people realize what, because I think they're thinking of like a gash.
Right. Like normally somebody gets a little gash on their chin.
That's the worst picture.
It's like a hole.
But
it's literally just a hole. It looks like a... Look, move the camera.
Yeah.
So you can show me which one. Oh, wait, let me show you this one.
Yeah, I know. Like what it looks like is when there was a car accident,
that's what I was gonna say.
and
exactly
they bring people into the trauma ER from a car accident, and there's just
I'm mind blown.
the blood and the open wound and the just like I mean
so
it, yeah.
Worse than I thought.
Yeah. It was really truly unreal how bad her injury was.
Oh yeah. Whew. Oh.
I know. Yeah. Anyway.
I don't know. It's not. I'm not grossed out.
No.
At all. I'm
no.
just
sympathetic to her.
That is not how I imagined.
And is that the first time she's seen it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the first time you've seen it?
Yeah.
You didn't see anything?
No, she didn't want to see it. She didn't want us to any of the pictures or any of the anything.
She's got black eyes. Have you seen this?
Yeah, you were just talking about.
See this right
underneath?
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm just trying to stay away from her.
It's this right here. There's blood. It's like a bruise here. Do you see that? And then a bruise here. Do you see what this is right here? That's a bruise. That's a bruise. Wow. What?
Yeah, bruising. Oh no, I think I've seen when kids have hit their head, like their foreheads, they bruise under their eye. I think I've seen that before. Yeah. Wow. Gosh.
The amount of force that she, like I can tell the trauma that is done to the skin.
Yes.
Like it was
and that's
so.
How she felt.
Yeah, I mean that's the bone. It's like hello bone. Like right when they're suturing her up here, it's like.
You're watching the video of her getting. Yeah, I know. I know.
That gives you a visual.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll tell you what this looks like. I'm gonna tell you what y'all look. Go onto YouTube, look up facelifts.
Mm-hmm. and that's what that looks like.
Right here literally looks like they're putting her skin.
Doing a facelift.
Yeah.
That's the exact same thing I was thinking of the whole time they were doing the suturing. I was thinking this looks like a facelift.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I didn't realize that it's that like open.
Yeah, how open it was.
I thought it was like smaller, and it wasn't like. It didn't look anything like that. Like I thought there was still some skin, like it was not that deep. Where you could like.
And the moment you came out of the pool, that's what it was.
Yeah. Whew.
I did not realize it was that.
I'm glad I've been wanting to see it.
Yeah.
And I could not.
Getting up the nerve.
When you were at the hospital, you were like, "Do you want to see it?" And I was like, I'm not ready. Like,
you need time.
I need time. More from an emotional standpoint, not like. And I
didn't want to see it at all because I knew that I'd be like, that's freaking on my head right now. That's what they're going to stare.
Right.
And I didn't want to see it.
I know. I know. No, it was a good thing you never saw it.
I can't believe that. I know they can't really see it still.
Right.
But looks like that. That is unbelievable.
I know. Now that it's been repaired and sutured. I know.
Looks crazy.
We're glad she's better.
Yeah.
And recovering.
Very much.
Yeah. All right. Oh, you're gonna use that one.
Oh, I was gonna use this one.
So we're putting on her gauze and okay. So I'll hold it right here.
That's the worst of it, Cap. You're done. You're done.
And Capri's really nervous about this. So you know you put it tight enough to where it's.
All right. Oh, we're gonna have to. Okay, hold this. I'm gonna get the other one to connect it. Yeah, you just put it where you want.
Oh,
it connects on itself.
No.
Then start over.
But this one's cute. We're at this part. So just hold this right here.
Yeah, we ain't starting
I don't know if you can put two like that.
But you can.
You can? You know that?
We're gonna
Have you
try.
tried it before?
Mama is a nurse.
Mama.
Was a nurse. She knows what she's doing.
Oh, sorry, Beast. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Dad!
I'm sorry.
See? That's mommy. You need to mommy.
And it needs to be tighter.
I'm not. It's not to. It's not.
You know, just so it won't slip. Not like tight.
Are you good? Okay. Okay. We're done. We're done. We're done. Done.
Okay,
I'm just
now
gonna
see how it feels. It feels like it's slipping up or slipping down.
Hold on, let go.
I'm gonna connect these two pieces. That's all. These two.
Well, now the bees are covered.
I know. Well, if you're done, I didn't want to have to go like.
Okay. Start over.
There you go.
Done.
Done. All right, guys. It is back. We're back at it. They're back at it. Cheer. I feel like, honestly, being at Summit, I felt like we were there for like a week.
It's the craziest.
Yeah, and then like the end of the trip was so traumatic that it just.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. The girls are heading to cheer. Cap is gonna go.
Go slow.
But she's just gonna be there to
hang out.
Hang out.
Camaraderie with
camaraderie
her.
and I told her she could do some stretching. She actually got approved by the doctor to be able to do cheer. I just feel like it's a little soon. So basically when she feels ready, she can go right back into back handsprings and doing all the things. I just feel like it's a little too soon.
Well, she doesn't really feel
and
ready.
she doesn't feel ready.
She doesn't like she doesn't even like speed bumps.
Yeah, speed bumps. So she's like, she doesn't even move her head, and
yeah,
her head is very swollen here, and then of course we got the big gash here. So we're just gonna take it easy.
She can't even look down.
No. So I thought just go and stretch your legs a little bit, and you know, hang out
with the team.
With the team. So that's what we're gonna do right now. And Brin has to work.
Yep.
Which then she has to be careful about her back. I mean, our kids have so many issues, but she's doing okay right now. And so basically for her, she just does whatever she can. That's almost everything, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing right now. Yep.
Stop! No!
Oh my god! Okay. That is a lot worse than it looks right now. Okay. Kapri. How many stitches did you get? How many stitches did you get?